Hello, my friends. We are making some beautiful shower steamers. So let me take it off the KitchenAid. Here it is sitting in here. It's looking beautiful. And it is very hot in Australia, so it is starting to get a little hard already. So I've got to watch that. That's the tricky bit about doing these. So I am going to, sorry about the noise, but I'm going to just pop it in here. And we'll move that KitchenAid back a weeny bit. And so inside here, I'm literally just going to break all the clumps. So now I've already put my citric acid in here, which that's going to give it the hardness that it needs, as well as we've got some clay. We've got some kaolin clay that's going to help with the hardness. And we have a number of other things in here. This has some beautiful chamomile as well. So now chamomile is just the bomb. It's one of those things that it doesn't smell that good until the steam gets on it and then lets it be free. So anyway, so we have it here. This is what it looks like. Now we do have our what do we call this? Hello, my love. So we do have our little mold here, and with this mold, what I actually want, so I'm just going to put it on the scale. We're going to tear it out, so that way when I add this in, because it's no fun when you're not watching me do it, and I'm just doing it off screen with that. So we want every one to be about 41 grams. So let me just add a weeny bit more. All right, so that's about 48. Then I'm just literally going to do a press. And if so, I'll show you, because lots of people ask me this all the time. Humidity is important. So this is the humidity that we're working at. So it's 45 humidity, which is really good. You just don't want it to be 70 or anything. So this is what it looks like. Ta-da, looks perfect. Let's take that off. And you can see no banging, no having to do anything. Hello, my love. Yeah, lots of you know that I've been a little ill, but that's life, isn't it? I can't do much about this, my love. So we will see. Hopefully everything's good. I'm in the middle of having some cancer scans for melanoma, which is not good. But in Australia, that is very, very common. So melanoma is, Australia has the highest rate in the world for that, which is a skin cancer, for anyone that doesn't know. So, yeah, so that's why I haven't been on social media. I've been a little unwell, but I really had to make these, and I just thought, look, maybe you just might want to watch and see. So, yes, as I did say earlier today, I did a little post on my Patreons. I said a huge thank you to all of you supporting me, because it really does help. And even if I'm sick, I'm still going to be doing this, because what else am I going to do with my life? You know? Yeah, and my daughter's store that I work in, I've actually stopped working in there, so I'm not doing any more shifts in there now, because, you know, I've been a little sick. So I've had 4 little minor surgeries just to, like, if you can kind of see them, they're all on my back, to have these patches, just to take some biopsies. So, and yeah, so I found out that I have high blood pressure. I also have a bad liver. So yeah, things are looking a bit sad, aren't they? But I don't want to be depressing. But you know, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm always positive, as you all know. Yeah, so anyway, we are making some beautiful chamomile shower steamers. And these are just going to be beautiful. And I just want to show you if the recipe's good. And, you know, also if the humidity is good, which the humidity today is really good. So this is what we want, you know. We just want to know that the humidity is good. If I do this and the humidity is bad, these will not work out. And then it's a little bit devastating, you know. because then you'll be all sad when they don't work. So if you do this in rain and thunder, this is going to be bad and it won't work. So please make sure it's a really good day. Buy one of these little things that I bought. I think they're like $10 or less. My husband actually bought that, I think, from Amazon, which is just it's just a temperature and humidity reading, or reader, sorry. And like I said, they're pretty cheap. So, yeah, so just buy yourself one of those. Before you make it, if it says like 68 or something, don't bother making it. If it's high 60s to 70s, don't make it, because it will be a fail. It means that it will start to activate these, and of course that's no good. So yeah, and like you've probably seen my mix of this at the start. I'll show you again in a minute. And the one thing is, you will notice that my mixture here, it doesn't look watery. It doesn't look like wet sand. I know lots of people say wet sand, but I mean, that's up for interpretation, isn't it? I mean, wet sand to me kind of means quite wet. And if you make this quite wet, it will activate the citric acid and it just won't work. So this is what mine looks like, nice and close, if you can kind of see. And look, it honestly does not feel wet at all. So, yeah. So today has been, what is it, about 35, 36 degrees Celsius, which is probably around the 100 or so Fahrenheit. I'm not sure exactly Fahrenheit, to be honest. But anyway, it's definitely up there. And Australia, because Christmas is coming, at our Christmas time we have hot summers, we don't have snow. And I haven't seen snow for well over 2 decades, probably 3 decades. I've only seen snow a handful of times in my life because we don't really live near where the snow is. So anyway, this is what we're doing, my loves. We're just pushing it out. So inside this recipe here, I'll give you the recipe while we're going. I am using 750 grams of bicarbonate soda. Then I am using 320 grams of citric acid. This big stainless steel bowl. I actually got this from Kmart years ago. Honestly, it's a dog bowl. Yeah, so if you just go and look for a dog bowl, they're exactly the same. You can get them from a kitchen place as well. Kitchen place will be $80, and if you buy like a dog bowl, which is still it's just a stainless steel one, then it'll be like $20. So big difference. But yeah, obviously it's never been used for a dog. It's been used only to make soap in, or soap related products, Yeah, so sorry. So yeah, so we've got the citric acid, which I just gave you that then. And now my chamomile lotion is mixed in. So it is 3% chamomile into oil. So, and then I just keep it in a bottle and use it as I need it, because chamomile, if you're buying like Roman or German chamomile, it's like $1,000 a bottle in Australia, so it's very expensive. Oh, that's okay, honey, no worries. Oh, hello, Samantha, my love. I just seen your name, darling. How are you? Hope you're doing super, super cool. So that's what we've got in the chamomile. So then I've got about a tablespoon of that. Remember, it is mixed with oil. It is not like, because chamomile is extremely strong. Like the scent of it's really powerful. So I have that in here. I also have 1 tablespoon of water in my mix, just distilled water. That will actually also help these go nice and hard. That's what that one is there. What else do I have? A tablespoon. Actually, I have 2 tablespoons of kaolin clay. Look, you can get more technical, and I will do a more technical one on Patreon with down to grams. But, I'm just giving you a rough idea for now for anyone wanting to make it. and, you know, witch hazel, some sprays of witch hazel and some oil. Now, lots of people don't use oil in their shower steamers. I do, because I really believe it acts as a really good binder, and that's just personally what I like. But you can also just use water if you want to use water amounts. And the one thing I'll say too is don't make massive amounts of shower steamers in one go. You know, like if you're using my recipes that I give you, you know, especially in Australia, it gets really, really hot fast. And what actually happens when it gets hot is then they start to set up and they start to harden fast. So, you know, and if you make like massive, massive amounts, we just won't have enough time to finish it. So yeah, that's why I sort of say do less. I'm just going to take a little bit out because there's a bit too much in there. These are going to be 45 grams. All my shower steamers are 45. And when I finish with these lot of steamers, then of course I will be on to the next. And I will probably design new boxes in the future for my next ones. So yeah, my loves. So that's what I am doing. I hope everyone is getting ready for Christmas. This year it's going to be at my house, so my children are all going to come here, which is lovely. And yeah, so it's going to be super exciting. I have my little grandbabies here as well. And I've pretty much finished Christmas shopping for them all. We generally give them gifts, but for my children, they also get money. Because, you know, they don't want a silly old present from me. They'd prefer money so they can go out to a restaurant for dinner or buy themselves something special. I do buy them like one really good gift, but, you know, usually I can't help myself and I just buy more. So, which is exactly what I've done. And every year I tell myself, now, next year, you're not going to buy so much. But every year I do. I go back to the same thing. So, but I bought a lot from small business this year. Nearly all of the presents for my grandchildren I bought from small business. And because my daughter Emily has a pop-up shop, I bought a lot from the pop-up shop from small makers. Which is very, you know, it's a good thing to do, because then you're supporting somebody small, and you're not just supporting them, you're also supporting their dream. It's not just like you're paying them, you know, helping with their wage, you're like literally supporting their dream. So now if you want full recipes, like PDFs and things like that, you can either go over to my Patreon, and you don't even have to join, you can just buy them from the shop over there, or if you want, you can actually join Patreon, support me over there. And that really does help me. I probably earn 4 to 5 times the amount on Patreon than I do on YouTube, even though I love YouTube and YouTube has given me the audience to help me do that. It's a very good platform. Hello, hello. Sorry, I didn't see your comment, my sweet. I've just seen hello, Rhonda. So, and if you're one of my Patreon members, which I did say at the start of this, you know I'm an open book. I don't, why keep secrets from friends, you know. I am going through some cancer tests at the moment, and it's not looking good. I wish it was, but it's not. So if that happens, well, we'll battle that then, won't we? But for melanoma is what I'm going through at the moment. And so I've had 4 melanomas, or suspected, removed. 2 on my back, 1 on my arm, 1 on my leg. So, but the one in the middle of my back's the worst one. And that's because when I was young, people didn't use sunscreen like they do now. You know, like I can remember being sunburnt so many times and blistered in Australia, which, yeah, I do not suggest that. So use sunscreen, friends, especially if you're younger, because my cancer specialist, the cancer centre, he was actually telling me that it's actually from the age of 12 to 20 is when people actually destroy their skin, which later on can develop into skin cancers. So I was like, wow, okay, and I didn't know that. So yeah, just have to get some of these off. But if you ask me how I'm going, I'm feeling okay. I'm just having lots more sleeps, which is okay. But, you know, I've still got to do what I love, and you all know I love doing this. It's very important to me. And regardless what happens, I'll keep doing this. Yeah, but I will keep you all informed. And don't worry, I do have some more videos coming. I have a body gloss scrub that I've been making. So that one will be the next video. And I will show you all these when we're finished. And you can see I'm just doing this by hand. Like, I do have a hand press, but I just wanted to show you all that you could do this by hand. Really, I mean, honestly, that's why I did it this way, just to show you that there are other ways. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to have a fancy machine to be able to make body and skin products. Yeah, so if you're doing chamomile, which I do in this one, chamomile, I sell quite a bit of chamomile at the moment. It's actually quite popular, but it's probably the most expensive one to make. 100% it is. All right, so this will be my last one, and I'm just standing them up on a straight angle, so I'll remove it so that I can show you the tray. And these are what they look like. So the mold also comes from Lee Mold in Australia, but you can get it from the Soap Chef if you're in the US. You can also get it from Cater Molds, Lee Molds in Australia, and so on. So this is what they look like. Don't they look amazing? So I'm going to just leave that here. It's nice and warm and beautiful. So these, honestly, they'll be dry in 2 hours. And when it's super hot in Australia, usually they're ready in 2 hours to pack. So, yeah, so I did give a bit of the recipe at the start. So if you want to know a little bit more, just go back and have a look. But you can go back on many of my other shower steamers. I've given so many recipes on shower steamers. So like I said, if you want to know more, do that. And also mine do go in a box. So that's why they have to be a certain size. And if any of you are looking at getting boxes, I definitely suggest that just think about it really hard before you get the box. You don't want to make a mistake. So yeah, so get lots of prices and things like that with boxes. Boxes do sell. These are a big seller for me on wholesale. Huge seller. But anyway, like I said, if you want to join me on Patreon, go over there, or else just make sure you like my videos, subscribe, and then you'll see more coming. See you next time. Bye.